just said, I hope you did. They were the words you were honest with. I'm better now. Is that the truth? You should ponder this. 11 a.m. and I'm high again. It's not your problem, you're counseling. She was my future, here's my future to all your problems. Hope you're listening.
Speaking of Silence was a really cool short. I loved the way that in the beginning we had lyrics emphasized by him writing them in the notebook, so we had certain lyrics stand out to us. And then the same thing was done with the camera. We had certain shots within the film emphasized by the use of the camera. So I thought that was a really creative use of that prop in this film. This film looked really great. I loved the lighting, especially the lighting at night. I thought it looked really nice and really smooth. Like the blue tones worked really well with that. I loved the use of all the close-up shots. I thought were really effective and really cool. And I really liked that we had this great story within a musical film. And overall, a great film. The editing just brought you in even closer to the action, and I thought that was really cool.
I thought this was a really cool concept, executed really well. It has an absolute, undeniable cinematic quality to it, and it uses it really well. It helps take us through this sort of journey, where we're stopped and treated to the music. Just felt very even natural, which also points to the great performances. These were some really just strong acting skills displayed here. Everyone does a fantastic job. Also, the sound mix was really strong too, strong enough that I noticed it and how well it was done. So really, through and through, just a fantastic showpiece for both the music and the filmmaking capability of those involved. So great work.
Speaking of silence, well, this musical short is of a singer-lyricist who struggles with ambivalence about his relationships, and it's told in subtle ways. He seems to write about his romance and take down notes for his lyrics as he experiences these things. And the soundtrack plays, and he chooses to sing along with it and then retreat and go back into his regular character. I thought that was interesting. I like the line, "Can read my conscience," and I think it's directed at the camera woman who he's got a new romance with. She seems to read him well and know him unexpectedly to him. The lead is brooding and romantic, and he has a dreamy quality about him. And through his examination of his lyrics, he seems to figure out the right girl to end up with by the end of the song.
Speaking of Silence was really great. I think it was like kind of intense thematically, and I think there are these really subtle moments with the music, and also just in like these short like moments with the actor where that like a lot is being accomplished, but there's not a lot going on, so you kind of like get in the inner workings of their head. I think the pacing was great. I think it was a really interesting piece to watch, and it accomplishes a lot. It accomplishes a lot in the storyline in not that long of time. So I really want to commend you for being able to tell that story in a concise way throughout all of this and accomplish it. So overall, very, very well done piece.
Really nice job on this. I like that it was, a short dramatic story, but it's accented with music. In a way, it's almost kind of almost a musical sort of. I like the, at the beginning with the writing in the journal and the spoken word rap and all that, and then we had some singing at the end. So we had an idea of this kind of the artist life was kind of leading this guy, and in his adventures and misadventures in romance here. So, all the actors, everybody on screen did a nice job. The music was really nice, and especially he had a wonderful voice, a really beautiful voice. I really enjoyed that. The music was all nicely written, nicely produced, nicely performed. The film was, had a really nice style to it, nicely shot, nicely edited and directed. So, great job there. So, good luck on this, and good luck in the adventures in music and in romance.
I liked how the music fit the narrative flow of the story, and the visuals I thought were really great in terms of a music video, music album feel, but also a short film. Overall, the music worked really well with the different beats of the film.
All right, I just finished watching Speaking of Silence, which I thought was a pretty interesting piece. It had a really great sort of meditative and ethereal mood to it. The opening was very sort of a reflection of what I feel like a lot of artistic processes are like, where you have to spend a lot of time alone, you spend a lot of time in your own feelings, smoking, or trying to sort of find how you really feel and how to express it. And I thought that the opening of the piece in particular really did a good job in doing that and sort of reflecting artistic lifestyles and dispositions, and showing this guy's personal journey when it came to his own identity, love, and romance. And I thought that the piece really had a great sense of cinematography as we moved through the club sequences and the photography sequences, which really created a great sort of observational feel that I felt matched a lot of the themes of the overall piece. It moved well towards the ending, and I thought it really matched a sort of insular dynamic that I enjoyed in terms of trying to figure out who you are through the artistic process and hopefully coming out on the other side. So I thought that the piece did a good job of sort of encapsulating that and using very natural performances from numerous lead characters. The main character and the lead female protagonist, I believe, the photographer, I thought they were really natural, had a dynamic that felt very grounded and accessible. So I ended up enjoying it, and I thought it was well done.